You know why some of us struggle with mental health? It's because we as young people on this side of COVID and on this side of technology, we've had a hard time of really re-engaging. We've had a hard time of really beginning to look in the mirror and to believe that we're so much more than what we currently are. And who you currently are isn't bad. You're beautifully broken just the way that you are. And I say we're beautifully broken because I don't care who you are or where you've been. I don't care how much your grades are thriving and how pristine your life may look. We've all got stuff. In some way and somehow, we're all better together. And for some of us, we struggle because we don't have any direction. We have a hard time really believing in the mirror that in this room are entrepreneurs, and in this room are realtors, and in this room are people that are going to go get their PhD, and in this room are psychologists, and in this room are musicians, and in this room are athletes, and in this room are creators, and in this room is cosmetologists, and in this room are veterinarians, and in this room are people that's got a beautiful story and that you can do hard things and you were born to do hard things, but sometimes you struggle with believing, so we just settle for it is what it is, and we struggle with our mental health because what we feed will grow and what we starve will die. And having goals, it's not an end-all be-all to mental health, but having direction that you're going towards, it helps tremendously. And as I've stood in front of thousands of students, millions of you, a lot of us right now, we're not engaged. We're not taking control of what we can control. Too often we just slide and glide and go over where life will take us. But at 23 years old, as a person in prison, I put Change the World on the mirror. I didn't know that I would become a communicator. I didn't know that I would get released from prison 11 and a half years early. I didn't know that maybe I could use my vernacular and create kind of a conversation that would have rhythms and ebbs and flows that would bring some of you to lean in and to begin to believe that you can do hard things too, because your story, my story, it's the story. I just wanted to make a difference. And so your dreams and your goals don't have to be so vivid. Every T doesn't have to be crossed and every I doesn't have to be dotted. But what's the thing inside of you that lights you up? And if you can every single day be the next best version of yourself, where do you have creative control? So I started living my life with two principles: make the next right choice and treat people the next right way. I couldn't control when the food came and the food left in prison. I couldn't control when the light switch went on and the light switch went off in prison. I couldn't control when the door opened and the door closed in prison. But you know what I could control? I could make my bed every single day. And it wasn't about I was supposed to, but where in my sphere as a student, where in my sphere as my surroundings, do I have creative control? And can I make the next best choice and treat people the next best